Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Why aren't you working? Why has the seed come out? I don't understand why that one's ejected its seed. Oh, I wonder if it's because of the water flooding down from here. Is that anything to do with it? That might be it. Now, why are you? Growth halted irrigation. So why is irrigation an issue? Plumbing. Here, right. It's just not bypassing, it's not running over. Alright. That's going to need to run as a loop all the way through there, isn't it? I mean, that pulls out through, picked up the wart seed, and now it's replanted it. Seems to be working in there. I guess maybe the water there flooded it, and that caused it, that caused a bit of an issue. But this here, looks like I need to do that. Because they're bringing water over themselves at the moment, which we don't want them to do. So I might have to do that and then loop the water back round. So the liquid pipe does actually bring the water through. Is that something I need to do? Because, yeah, you're just bringing and delivering water right now, which is really not what we want. I'm going to just go watch this run a second. No, I think the only way it's actually going to work is if I loop the pipe round. Looking at it, I mean, yes, admittedly, those haven't yet been fully delivered and made, but I still don't think it's actually going to work unless I loop the pipe. So if I loop the pipe, I take it up like that, I run it back through there, and then I'll run it up here like this, and bring it all the way back through there like that. They've got one more there that I need them to just join in. And then put you over this way, and I'll join you straight in. I'll just put you in like that. We'll see if that will actually loop it or not. That one there that they still haven't come along and done. We'll get them to do that in a bit. That's going to be on our next day's work. This is working very nicely. We're on cycle 293, which makes me think that this one... How long did it run for? Active period 110 cycles. Next dormancy, we got 15 cycles still to run, and then it will go dormant for 90 cycles, or just under. So we won't have the natural gas supply coming out. We've got a little pocket here of pure carbon dioxide, which I'm actually okay with. What I'm not okay with is the fact that I've got all of this food poisoning in my clean water tank. How I've managed to get food poisoning in a clean water tank, I don't really know. That shouldn't have even been possible because of the way everything was working in here. 38,000 germs, food poisoning. Obviously maybe I had water leak in through these doors or something. It's definitely gone a little bit wrong in here, which means that I need to change this round. That's going to stay as... I'm going to have to empty all of this out. This is a problem. This is definitely a problem. There's a fair bit of water in there. I don't see why it should be such a problem. How has it managed to get like this? I think what we need is we need to try and get chlorine pushed in here. If I can push... That's actually an easy enough thing to do, isn't it? I've got so much chlorine in here. Gas vent overpressure there from the chlorine. So that shouldn't be an issue. So if I can just vent chlorine into here, which means that I also need to be able to remove all the other gases. Which is heavier, chlorine or carbon dioxide is heavier than chlorine. I need to have an open one so that I can have a pitcher pump, because that's the only way that I can get the water to be taken elsewhere. So I've got to have a pitcher pump available. This bit in here, let's start off by clearing, no, not cancel, we want to remove that one, that one, that one, and that one. They've got to go. And then once I've removed them, I'm going to need to also go there, tile, deconstruct the tile. I've removed those now. There goes the tile. And I've taken that out as well. Now I can go back to base building and we will put a step and a step like that. So they've got to go up over. We'll put in airlocks in there. And that can be opened up. I'll go like that. That can be opened up like that. Actually, I don't want it all opened up. No, cancel. Cancel that and that. And that. Only open up those two, so that will get circulation of gas running around. That's what I'm going to want in here. So they're just going to remove those two there. I'm picking up the copper from in here. And now all I'm going to do is... That's the level down there. So I want to go to ventilation down here. I want to take a gas pump in here. It's going to take up liquid there. I'll put the gas pump at this height. Right, that's going to go right there at that height. So I'm going to just have that gas pipe that's going to go out from there, and that's going to remove gas from this room. That goes up to a filter up there, which filters out and chucks that way. This is ultimately going to be a chlorine room in here. So I'm going to want chlorine coming in. That's the output. That's the input there. So that should be almost all chlorine going in there. So I'm going to want my gas vent. Go up here. It's going to run along here like this. And I need to be able to get across some of this. Now, that's going to be slightly more tricky. I got to be able to dance and get in between all of this lot. That one there won't be a problem. I can take a gas bridge there and flip that one around. I'll put one there, and I will put one there. And then I will put one there. So that's an easy bit. That bit I can cope with. But going back the other way, I'll have to bring it down this way. We'll go over here. We'll bring it down there like that. And then this will go over here like this. And I'll jump over that one. And I will connect onto there. So we'll go gas bridge right here. And that's going to jump over there. And then that gas pipe right there, that's going to go here. And it's going to go in here. And that should push it up into that one. I've got still more ventilation pipe that I need to install. Not gas bridge, that one. So we've got the chlorine that's coming out of here. That's a chlorine filter. So I'll take chlorine out this way. Out that way. It goes straight across over here and down there into that one. And then that will go out over there. Rather than... I can't build it all the way back over there anyway. So let's cancel all of that. Cancel that. Ventilation. Gas vent. Pop that into there. And now I just need to make sure that I can reach that bit Probably the quickest and easiest way would be to do that. Right. Run them through and build all of that. I will also need power. So if I go to wiring here, what's this system? That is already 960 watts on that one. So it's quite a power. Yeah, I've got a lot of power running in on that system. I got you down here. I think I'm going to need that. This doesn't need to be a double skin wall up here, because my tank is never going to go any higher than that. Like, I got a really big tank here, which I've never actually used properly, so we can change that round a little bit. So what I'll do is, if I go into there, I can dig that one out. Dig that out. There, with deconstruction. Like that. And dig that one out as well. Take those two out. Then go to power over this way. Take a heavy watt joint plate and drop that one in. So then that's going to be a sealed unit in there. Bring this back over here and drop that into there. And then do heavy watt wire. Bring it over and drop it in onto that one. It'll go through and connect everything in here. So the gas will be taken up from right down the bottom. I'm hoping the gas intake on that one is just above the level of the water rather than below the level of the water. And I'm already pushing out chlorine right there. Chlorine gas is coming out, which is absolutely brilliant. He's got a balloon he's running around with. I got another duplicate right there that is available. I'm going to take the algae. We'll print that. And we won't bother looking at the skills. I do need to look at the skills. I do need to go and, like, assess those. But we've got other things that we want to do at the moment. Other things that are taking priority. Up here, I just want to have a look. How are we doing with our water tank? If I go here, temperature overlay. See, this one's getting quite hot. This one's definitely warming up quite a bit. It's using up a fair bit of power as well. These do use up a lot of power. There's no denying that they use up a lot of power. I need to, like, have this being melted a bit more effectively. And the temperature here is definitely warming up. So it means that this up here is definitely melting. What I can do to help that melt along a little bit is I could go and remove a bit more of the ice so that I can get some more water going into there. I'm not going to worry about that for a second, though. We're going to concentrate on getting this done. I need to have these built in here as quickly and as rapidly as we possibly can. While I've got this open, sweep everything out of here. Although I don't think I've got anything to sweep clean water. They're picking up the water, and they're going to go and use it. We've got the heavy watt wire in here. They're busy putting that in. That's good. That's really good. We want them to be putting in that heavy watt wire. There's water in here that is still needs to be swept. Go on, you can do it. You can sweep the water away. That's absolutely fine. You can go and pick up all the water and you go and take it elsewhere. I know that you're getting wet feet on this. He's just picked up 200 kilos of water, that dude. That's more like it. They're getting sopping wet in here. They're not really liking this whole idea of lots and lots of water everywhere. But they're getting used to it, slowly. I'm going to leave the ladders in here. That's going to be something that's just going to stay. Now, I'm going to priority 9 the water. And the rest of that. That one can't be built yet. Can't be removed yet. So do that. And then I can do it. 9 that one and that one. Right. I can leave that tile in there as well. There's no reason not to. And storage unavailable for that water there, but as they need water, they will go and pick that up and they will use it, and then we can seal this off. That's what I want to do. So right in here, if we're going to have a look at the ventilation while we're waiting for other things to go. At the moment, I've got this massive amount of carbon dioxide running through, pumping chlorine back in here. So this room is filling up fairly rapidly with chlorine. And then that'll eventually turn into the... I've got the chlorine running through here as well as the carbon dioxide, but eventually what we'll end up with is this will be pumping out chlorine rather than carbon dioxide, and then it'll all back up and it'll just sort of sit. Because this will overpressure and the other one will be overpressured as well. And that'll be absolutely tickety-boo and fine for me. With all the chlorine and everything in here, which means that I'm hoping that our clean water supply in here will purify. It's not ideal, it's better if it goes into reservoirs, but this does seem to sort of work. We have seen this working before. The other thing that I was thinking of doing is going here with a bottle emptier, just for a minute. Oh. Only store objects marked sweep in this container. No, I'm just going to allow water to be put in there for a minute. Let them run through the night. And then they'll come back over. They've got a place to go and take this water now. I just want them to empty this out. And I can seal that back over again. And we're job done. They will be coming in through here. But that one will keep removing anything that has to go in through there. So there, we've gone and got 140 kilos of water. There's another little bit there that they decided to leave behind just because. So I'll have them remove that, and they're running through this. There's little bits of carbon dioxide going in through there. That one doesn't seem to be getting damaged. Yeah, that's swapping over. That's a slight problem there with that tile. So I can clear the tile. Remove that tile. If someone could just come down and pick up that bit of granite a second. So that we've got this room clean. Clean sweep in here. There, that's done. And now I can go back to my base tile and plonk that one in onto there. You are at the right height in there. It's not allowing that to go any further. I'm hoping that's not going to be an issue. We have got that one under construction at the moment. If they could just go through and repair that, that'd be great. I probably want to put a carbon skimmer down here. That little plug of carbon that we've got in here. You know what? I'm not going to make any changes on there. Let's just see what happens with this, right? We've now got... I've got the supply of water in here. That's 85,000 in food poisoning over this side, which is not great, is it? Wait, no, I want to change that over, and I want that just to be polluted water. That's just polluted in there. So we got 66,000, 60, 50. So now what I'm hoping is that this will keep cycling in through, and it, as you can see, I'm already pulling chlorine out, and chlorine is then being pushed back in over here. So what I'm hoping is that eventually that will reach a higher pressure. So that's sucking in there, and it's sucking in this side, and it's putting it in a continual loop. Have I got any other gas running in? I do. I've got... That's coming in from here. Well, that's just that pure gas. That's running in a continual loop, but I don't have any extra chlorine coming in here, which means that that's going to run overtime all the time. I need to run something extra in. Like you. Gas pipe there. If I was running you... Wait a minute, let's take that off. What have we got? I've disabled that one for a minute. Because what I had was that one was running down here and then going into the natural gas system. But if I don't have that going in the natural gas system and have it going in over here, then natural gas get pulled out, but there's also chlorine kicking around. Like, there is a lot of chlorine in this side. There's like little bits of carbon dioxide there, but that's mostly chlorine in here. That might be the way forward. That might be what we want to do. I got a carbon skimmer there. That produces a little bit of dirt when it removes the carbon. So that one, maybe we could remove that and we want to put that somewhere else. But right now, let's just enable that building there. Oh, wait a minute. No, before we do that, go back to ventilation. I need to change that pipe round a bit. I don't want it going in there anymore. I now want it to go in onto that one down there. So I need to clear that pipe there and then go back to the ventilation and have gas bridge here. That's going to go that way. It's going to join like that. There. Hopefully they'll come in and they'll be able to access that. So that's going to join into there and go to the ventilation gas pipe here and join those two together like that. You just come in and put that in. We've got gas bridge there, delivering in the igneous rock there. Go on, build it. Build it, build it, build it. Build it. There's a bit there. Finish. Right, job done. Now I have a look. That is right. Why is it not working? Why aren't you actually pushing through? It's like it's because that's got just... it is pushing through a little bit. Where I'm getting a tiny little bit of other gas coming in, it's then kind of like pushing that through. So it is dropping through. I am getting a little bit extras coming from that one. So what we'll end up with is now we're going to start to pressurize these two rooms. That's good. That's going to start getting to the point where we're pressurizing that room and that room down there. Because we do have duplicates running in and out of these rooms a little bit. Not loads, but they do run in and out of them a bit. Especially this one. Right, we do especially... Why do they keep dropping water down there? They just did it again. They keep dumping water underneath. That makes no sense. If I put a solid tile underneath, that's not going to do anything to benefit anybody. All we're doing is that we're putting water, and then they're taking water out, and then they're dropping it down here. Which is really not very helpful. That's giving me... Where's this food poisoning come from, then? That's where the food poisoning is coming from. They're dropping it here. For some reason, that is dropping a load of food poisoning down. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Right, they're dropping down right in here. This is what is introducing the food poisoning. I mean, yeah, I've got my chlorine system in here, and this is actually working quite nicely. I've already reduced the germ count down by quite a considerable margin. But they're picking up water from there and dropping it immediately through the ground on the pitcher pump. And that I don't understand. How does that work? How are they putting that through there? Is it because of the holding the breath thing? I'm wondering about maybe doing... there is a way you could do an actual airlock with water, although it does give them soggy feet. So I don't know that we want to do that. But yeah, this water here... This is... I'm not happy about that. We need to seriously consider an alternative, but I can't think of one that stops them from dropping the stuff down here. Like, Is there any way to actually physically stop them from dropping? Like, if I was to put a mesh tile in there, under there, like that. And there's a way to test at the moment. If I can't put a mesh tile under there. That's not going to work. You can't take a regular tile and put under there. It doesn't go through the mesh tile, like there. See, it just must be built in an unoccupied space. So it won't allow me to do that. If I go to plumbing in here, we've got the bottle empty, we've got the pitcher pump. Manually, duplicants can carry liquids that are bottled. Pumps liquid into bottles for transport. I can't link that to a pipe, though, can I? There's no input on this for a pipe. Like, I can't go and take a pipe and put that onto here in any way. Can I? No. It just doesn't work. There's no way to put a pipe onto that. Liquid valve. Right there. That just controls volume going through it. So I have to have a pitcher pump. Somehow, some way. And then I've got to be able to have no food poisoning in here. And I have a load of food poisoning in here, which is now spread right the way across the whole thing. Wait a minute. Plumbing overlay. Water running down here that goes in through. Oh. That's because there. That's my fault, that is. I don't know why that's dropping food poisoning out there, but this crossover point right here, that's dirty water there, running down. That's clean water there, and that's dirty water. That's clean, running under there. I need to have a bridge right here. This is what I've done wrong. I did wonder what was going on with this. Right, remove that bit there. And then we need to have a bridge. Plumbing. A liquid bridge. That one's got to go there. That way round. So that we have only clean water going in that way. You could build that up a minute. And we've got water accumulating in here. He's still dropping water down there. Quite why they feel the need to dump water in there, I have no clue. But that's now working properly, and then I can go to plumbing here, and that will drop down through to there, which will allow the loop to run through, so that I should only have clean water going that way instead of dirty water running that way. That's why I've got loads of dirty water in here. Next on the list, mopping. Let's mop everything back to there. And mop up that little bit down there. I can't do anything about that, but I'm hoping that what we will ultimately get is this will be a lot cleaner. That's what I'm hoping, is that this will now be, because I'm not going to be adding dirty water into this tank anymore. It should all run nice and clean and spotless once we have got the duplicants have slept for the night. They can go and do all the mopping that they need to do down here. Go on. A load of them rushing off to the toilets. We're going to need to build more toilets. We're going to need to build better beds and things like that. Alright, they're going to need improvements all the way around. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for a little while. We need to let the replicants rest. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I am just going to drag out this farewell just a tiny little bit, just so that there is enough space and time on the screen to put up a couple lots of you absolutely wonderful supporters of the channel. You should be seeing some of your names coming up now. So until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.